Sometimes life takes us down paths we never expected, paths filled with fear, pain, and survival. Today's story is one of resilience, courage, and escape from unimaginable horror. It is a deeply personal account shared by someone who lived through an experience no one should ever have to endure. This is her story, a survivor's journey. At just 23 years old, she decided it was time for a fresh start. After a breakup and leaving her hometown behind, she set out for Houston, Texas, hoping to begin anew. But during that long drive in the early hours of the morning, everything changed forever. It was around 3 a.m., and she stopped at a nearly empty gas station in a small Texas town. She stepped out of her car to fill up, scrolling through her phone as the pump clicked away. What happened next turned a routine stop into a nightmare. She noticed a truck pull up beside her. At first, nothing seemed unusual. But then, she saw men staring at her, one directly, others lurking nearby. Before she could react, they attacked. 5 men surrounded her, overpowering her despite her desperate fight to break free. Her screams echoed into the silent night, but there was no one around to hear. They dragged her into their truck, binding her hands and feet, and drove her to a motel room where the real nightmare began. The room reeked of stale air and alcohol. Bags, beer cans, and dirty clothes suggested these men had been living there for days. The oldest-looking man hit her when she cried out, demanding silence. Terrified, she pleaded with them, promising not to tell anyone if they'd let her go. But her words fell on deaf ears. They spoke in a language she didn't understand, discussing what to do with her next. Bound and terrified, she felt utterly powerless, but, even in her darkest moments, a spark of hope remained. At some point, one of the men mentioned needing more beer. 4 of them left, leaving only the youngest behind, the smallest of the group. Sensing an opportunity, she asked to use the bathroom. Miraculously, he untied her. As soon as the restraints were off, she bolted for the door. He grabbed her arm, but her cry of defiance startled him. "Get off me!" she screamed, breaking free. With adrenaline coursing through her veins, she ran barefoot into the street, stopping the first car she saw. The driver was an older man, clearly startled by the half-naked woman yelling for help. Despite his initial shock, he took her to the police station, where officers provided her with scrubs and helped her file a report. From there, she was taken to the hospital for an examination, a crucial step in preserving evidence against her attackers. Later that same day, authorities arrested all 5 men. It turned out they were brothers, claiming they were blackout drunk during the attack. While justice was served, the scars remained. After the ordeal, she moved to the other side of the country, seeking solace far from the memories of that night. Though the men are still in prison, the trauma lingers. Nightmares haunt her sleep, and paranoia follows her daily life. Her current boyfriend says she's too cautious, but after what she endured, can anyone blame her? She has chosen to share her story not for pity, but to remind others that strength can emerge from the darkest places. To those listening who may be struggling, know this: you are not alone. Healing is possible, though it takes time. If you or someone you know has experienced something similar, please reach out for support. Organizations like RAINN offer resources and counseling to help survivors heal. Together, we can create a world where everyone feels safe and empowered. Your channel name? Thanks you for joining us today. If this video resonated with you, please consider liking, subscribing, and sharing it to spread awareness. Until next time, take care of yourself and each other.